Hey everybody, Dr. Oliver here for backintelligence.com, and today we're going to talk about chiropractic adjustments, basically what they are, why we do them, and really what we're trying to accomplish. If you haven't done so yet, subscribe to our YouTube page. We've got a lot of great videos, a lot of great tips, and we're always coming out with new stuff. So I'm a chiropractor and I adjust people. People ask me all the time, what is that? What is the actual sound that's heard? What are we actually doing? What are we trying to accomplish? And I think there's a lot of misconceptions out there, so I want to tell you what my viewpoint is on it and what I'm trying to accomplish. So essentially, as a chiropractor, and there's a variety of different types of chiropractors out there, and we all share one thing in common generally, and we're looking for restrictions in the spine. So essentially, we're looking for things that don't move well. And people use other words for it all the time, but essentially all we're looking for is joint restrictions. So you'll feel, or you'll see me palpating someone's back when they come in my office. I'm just seeing what moves and what doesn't, really. That's all I want to see. Everything in your back should move just a little bit, and it's just a subtle little joint play I'm looking for. And if I feel that one of these vertebrae or a couple of them just don't move the right way, I don't like that. Because either it's going to bother that area or it's going to affect something that's connected to it or associated with it. That's why we adjust it, to just restore better motion. That's really all we're doing. You know, oftentimes you'll hear people tell you, or chiropractors even, that you're dealing with a misalignment, right? So they're dealing with a vertebrae that's actually rotated out of position. That's not what's happening. That's actually, if you had that problem, you wouldn't be walking in my office and you'd have more problems. So it's really just a joint that's just kind of stuck and not moving well. So we're just trying to make it move well. And when we make it move well, people generally feel better. So the adjustment process essentially, let's just say, I'm just going to open these joints up again. This wouldn't really happen in real life, but there's where the vertebrae connect to each other, there's joints, top and bottom. So if I find that this joint is stuck, I may use my hands in one of a couple different ways to apply pressure to that joint to make it move better. And a lot of times what you're going to experience with that is a noise. It's akin to the knuckle cracking noise that you'll hear, okay? All that is actually a gas being released. It's called a cavitation. Inside these joints, there's a liquid. Inside the liquid, there's a gas. It's nitrogen gas, actually. And because of a physics principle, as you open the joint up, the gas pops out of the solution. So I just cracked my knuckles. I can't go back and crack it again, right? It actually takes 5-10 minutes for it to dissolve back, and then I can crack it again. So that's all that noise is. It's not your bones cracking, rubbing together, or anything like that. So we're getting that noise most of the time, not all the time, but a lot of times you'll hear that noise. And when you get a good adjustment or you get a good release, you're going to get better movement to the joint. And one of the benefits of chiropractic adjustment is you'll see an endorphin release. That's generally why people actually feel good getting adjusted. So we're releasing that gas, we're getting that better motion in there, and people move better and start to feel better. Now, the adjustment is not the be-all, end-all in my opinion. It's just one of the tools in my bag. Okay, I'm using that adjustment to help you move better. It's really important once you start moving better to own that movement. And the only way to do that is to continue to move on your own and do exercise. So the adjustments that I use are for restoring motion, getting people moving better. And then I teach them exercises so they can continue to move better and do the stuff on their own. So in a nutshell, that's what an adjustment is. So one of the benefits of getting an adjustment and instilling motion into a joint is you get a release of endorphins, which is a good feeling. Anytime the body experiences a release of endorphins, we generally feel good. So that's why a lot of times patients say, oh, I feel so good right after getting an adjustment. So you restore that motion, you get that good release, and you feel better. But again, this is not the be-all, end-all. And unless you try to address the situation from an exercise standpoint or a mobility standpoint on your own, you're going to constantly need to be adjusted. So you shouldn't need to see someone like me week in, week out for the rest of your life. You should be able to maintain mobility yourself. Yes, people come in to see me frequently, several times a year, or at more frequent basis, depending on what they do. But if they do their things that I ask them to do and they do things right at home, they shouldn't need to be seen as frequently. So it's more about restoring some motion when things are stuck. Once it's restored, we got to get you moving and use exercises to maintain that.
All right, thank you for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please give us a like as well as subscribe to this YouTube channel for more videos just like this. Now, if you'd like to get 3 video exercises that we've done with Dr. David Oliver that will help you to correct some of that forward head, those rounded shoulder, that kyphosis that we're all suffering from today because we're looking down at our phones, we're hunched over our computers all day. So these exercises are meant to correct your posture. So if you'd like to get them, they're completely free. There's going to be a link to get them somewhere here on the video or down below in the description. Just go to that page, enter your email, and we'll send you those videos right away.